So the Indianapolis Colts come out with their new alternate uniforms. They have a black helmet. The design in their uniforms is a bit different. It's it's not very traditional, but the Colts know that they needed to come out with the alternate uniform that looked a little better, looked a little different. And if you ask me, I think it's very forced. I think this uniform, has a lot of potential, and it could have looked 100 times better and could have looked like one of the best alternate uniforms in the NFL. Now, I'm not saying they look bad. I think they look okay. I'm not a huge fan of them. Now, we haven't seen them on the field. I watched the video. They had this little design on them. It's like a scatter design, I guess you could say. Kind of like a patchy, a lighter blue and darker blue in some areas. You could see it right there, in that picture, how the design is like different colors. It's like, I don't really know what to call it. I don't really know what you call something like that, but I do like they use the secondary Colts logo. I really like that C with the Indiana State logo in it. I like the outline in the 14. I like the black outlines. The stripes on the pants kind of look off. The stripes on the sides kind of look off. Oh, no, yeah, the stripes on the side look off, but they have numbers on the shoulder pads. I really do like the black helmet. I do, but is a blue stripe down the middle? Should that have just been white? Should it have just been blue? I just feel like this uniform was forced, and it was like, yeah, the Colts know they need to get something out. Just force it. Just get it out. Just hopefully they'll be happy with it. And, I'm somewhat happy with it. I think it's all right. I'm happy it's a new design. They tried it, and we're going to see how it looks in the field. Sometimes uniforms don't always look good in the, the shots and the videos and all the pictures early on. Sometimes they just look much better in the field, and hopefully they do, because I'm not a huge fan of them, honestly, but, I just think they could have done so much more with them. Maybe they could have made the horseshoe just white and then maybe outline it in blue. No, that'd probably be even uglier, but maybe just white. Maybe that would have been nice, but I feel like there's something missing. I feel like there could have been something else added, or the uniform in general was just forced. I like the outline of the numbers. I like the dark outline. I like that. I like the C logo where it has the Indiana State logo in it. There are some things that are really nice, and this uniform has a lot of nice things about it, but I feel like there's some things just throwing it off. And it is going to be worn in Week 7 versus the Cleveland Browns. Unfortunately, we don't have any primetime games scheduled right now. After last year, do you blame them? Absolutely not. Every primetime game we played, it was pretty horrible. It was quite bad to watch. We got killed by the Cowboys, and our Thursday night game was pretty bad, and then we had our Monday night game against the Chargers, I think it was, or the Steelers. And it just wasn't great. No one really bought in. No one wanted to watch the Colts on primetime, and so it kind of sucks we won't get a primetime game to show these off in. But as the NFL world is reacting, they don't want to see them regardless. But I'm kind of excited to maybe give them a chance when they come onto the field with them, because sometimes uniforms just hit different when they're on that field, man. I'm not saying that the uniforms are horrible and they're absolute shit. No, I think they're okay. I just think there's something missing. What do you guys think it is? Should the pants have just been black? Should what if the uniforms were just gray? I think that would be an interesting look, but would it really match the Colts? I don't know. I think they could have came up with a new and interesting design, but it's interesting. It's different, but I feel like if you're gonna add the black helmet, you need to make something else black in the uniform. I don't know if it works. What if you made the pants black and then like the helmet just like a dark blue? Or what if you just made the helmet in general just like a dark blue, like the old blues? I think that could have been nice, but kind of just a blue to match this uniform instead of like how that old blue looked. But what do you guys think about the new uniforms? The new alternate uniforms. I don't know how I feel about them. I'm really going to make my decision. I'm really going to make my word on how I feel about them when they hit the field. But right now, if I had to rate them out of 10, I'd maybe give them a 5.5 out of 10. I like the design, and I like the idea and where they were trying to go, but it just didn't hit all the way. There's something missing. They missed something, and they feel forced. They feel very forced. Some people on Twitter were saying they look like the BYU uniforms, but worse. Some people are saying they look like the Duke uniforms. Even some people were saying, how some high schools take the NFL logos and things similar to NFL teams, and they just spin them off so they can't get in trouble for it. That's kind of what some people were saying, that it looks like a high school uniform, but I don't think it's that bad. I think it's a nice uniform. So, but it's not great. You know, a 5.5 out of 10 I think is 100% fair. I want you guys to let me know what you think. This is a Colts fan reaction to the new uniform. If you enjoy videos like these, reactions, news, you know, your latest updates on Colts, debates, make sure you like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. This is JDW Sports Talk Show, signing off.